when did the YouTube like light bulb go off for you?
Well, first things first, I want to make a note that you actually want to let Google tell you what to name your channel. Because at the very beginning, and Levi's the YouTube king. I mean, he came up with the YouTube thing first. I actually was terrified to get on YouTube. I never even wanted to get on YouTube. But when I first got into real estate and I started doing Facebook ads, I was like, shit, there's got to be a better way to do this. You know, I was cold calling. I had Red X and I was calling the expireds and I was doing all that stuff. And I was like, you know, there's got to be a way. We got in about 2 years ago, just 2 years and 1 month. We both got in December of 2020. And he started filming in Dallas, and I actually met him over at Michael Reese's house. You know Michael Reese and Jay Kinder?
Real just on the periphery.
Yeah, they're like big time in the real estate space. They're like big time. And so they just happened to be mutual friends of both of ours. I was over at Michael's house at the time. I was helping them with one of their CRMs, and we were kind of all just working on some things. I had a marketing agency at the time, obviously, which we can dive into all that stuff. But I got over there, I met Levi, and I was like, hey, man, I'm getting my license as well. So, you know, he launched the very first video December 5th of 2020. I got licensed December 28th of 2020, and I live over closer onto the Fort Worth side. And so he was doing Dallas. He probably had 30 or 40 subscribers, but I really liked his style of the things. And like, I really liked his flow. So I just called him one day and I was like, hey man, like, I really love what you're doing over here on YouTube. I truly believe that YouTube's going to be the way to make a big splash in the real estate market. You know, how about, is there any way that I can come out with you, see what you're doing and filming and stuff like that. And I'll stick over here on the Fort Worth side. So we met up. And, you know, we just started filming those videos, man. And I was so bad at the very beginning on filming those. Through my first couple of videos were so bad. The first one I ever tried to do in Mansfield, Levi basically took over the second half because he had some more experience. But, you know, with everything, man, you just practice and you just get better and better and better. And so 3 months goes by, really, we started getting some leads, right? Levi and I, we weren't really like business partners. We were just working together, just kind of like work dating. And he was going to leave to go out of town for a whole month to go to Belize. He's got a property out there. And anyways, long story short there, he didn't go. So he had Airbnb'd his own house out, right? A little hack for people who are going out of town for a long time, Airbnb that out, you know, and make your mortgage payment there. But he ended up having his house rented out. And I was like, hey, bro, why don't you come stay with me? Just so happens at that time, we started getting leads from living in Dallas. And I was talking to these people on the phone, and I'm like, Levi, this is huge, bro. I don't think you understand how huge this is. This is big. They were so friendly and they loved Levi. They loved what we were doing at the time. And so we had our very first closing in April of 2021. Since April of 2021, we've closed over $140 million worth of real estate just from the channel.